God have given us a free will where we can make decisions for ourselves. And in the making of those decisions, we sure better be correct in our making the decisions in which we make sometimes. Because there are some decisions that we make, we can't come back from them. A lot of people have made decisions in life. They took no thought about it. They just made the decision and they went on with their action. And now there's a penalty to be paid because of the decisions that they made. All of us have made decisions that we're not pleased with. A lot of those decisions that we have made have cost some people their lives. It have cost some people the loss of their family through separation, have cost people their employment, have cost people a great deal of stress. We need to be careful. We need to count up the costs before we begin to make life altering decisions. There's a lot of people in 2024 have made some decisions that now that they're going to have to live with for a while because they gave no thought about it. They did not look into this decision in which they was going to make. They just made it. Sometimes when people make decisions, they make decisions because they feel as though this decision is going to benefit them greatly. Some people are so miserable, they make decisions thinking that the decision that I'm getting ready to make is not going to harm me and mine, but it's going to hurt people a lot that I care nothing about. And so within themselves, they give themselves a little chuckle because they think that the decision in which they are getting ready to make is going to cost someone else. Failing to realize they might be the one that pays the most for the decision in which they have made. We have to be careful being mean-spirited because decisions, we can make them. And we can do whatever we feel grown enough to do. But when we make decisions about life, there are some penalties to be paid. Sometimes those decisions come at a high cost. And a lot of people aren't prepared to pay the piper for the decisions in which they have made. In 2024, a lot of people have made decisions that they thought was going to benefit them greatly. But in the end, it might cost them a great deal. It's not funny when we make rash, mean-spirited decisions because we think that some kind of way this is going to benefit me and mine, and someone else is going to have to pay greatly. And then when the tables are turned, because most of the time when we do stuff mean-spirited, God has a way of turning that thing around. And we are affected more than someone else by the decisions that we have made. God give us a free will. And we need to be wise when we use our free will. We need to be wise when we make the decisions that we make. Because a lot of times we're not willing to pay the cost for the decisions that we make in life. It is a sad situation if I get out here and I make a decision thinking that I'm going to be okay, but someone else is going to pay greatly. And I like the fact that they're going to pay. I like that. And not knowing that I might be the one that suffered the most from that decision that I have made. Life is full of regrets. And I really and truly believe a lot of people are going to regret some decisions that they made in 2024, in 2025, and beyond. I really truly believe that, because a lot of people made a split second decision that they possibly are going to have to live with for the rest of their lives, because they was thinking that someone else was going to be affected by that decision greatly. And once again, they got a chuckle out of it. But once again, the tables will eventually turn, especially when we make decisions where we think that someone else is going to be affected by it greatly. All of us have made some decisions that we have deeply regretted making. And now it has come back to haunt us. And the decision came with a great cost. Once again, all of us have made decisions, and we have regretted them. And if you are one of those perfect people who haven't made a decision that you regret, kudos to you. You're one of a kind. But if you haven't, if you live long enough, the chances of you making decisions that you regret are high. But for those of us who have made a decision and have made some decisions that we are in regret mode about, we need to ask God to forgive us. And then we need to forgive ourselves. And if the decisions that we have made have harmed someone, we need to go and we need to ask that person to forgive us. And we need to fix that situation as soon as we know about it. Because none of us are perfect. And we all have made decisions that we regret. But we're human. So at the end of the day, we're human. And we even after this situation, even after we have made a decision that we regret, and as we get over that decision and we go on in our daily lives, eventually we will make some more decisions that we regret. It's life. It's life. But what we have to do is we have to be mindful of the things that we do, the places that we go, the things that we entertain, and the people that we surround ourselves with. Because sometimes our biggest regret in life, out of all the decisions that we make, our biggest regret comes from a lot of time from the people that we have allowed to be in our lives, in our circle in which we found ourselves surrounded. Because people that tend to walk this thing called life alone, or have a small, tiny group of individuals that are around them, the things that they do, the regret of those things are pretty low. But what happens is when we have a bunch of people in our lives, a bunch of influence in our lives, we tend to make decisions that is not pleasing and acceptable to God. And those decisions eventually cause us a lot of headaches and a lot of problems. But what we need to do when we have made those decisions, and we're regretful now, we need to ask God to forgive us. We need to forgive ourselves. And when we have offended someone or some people, we need to go back and we need to ask for forgiveness, and we need to fix that situation. We all have regrets. We're all humans. We'll get it right eventually. This is my moment. This has been a chosen moment. Be blessed and take care.